Go Auto is an expanding car insurance business. Originating in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the business was put together by Greg Tramontin and some investors after a successful venture after starting U.S. Agencies, a former car insurance company. Ever since Go Auto has started, they have reached new territory, including Ohio, Nevada, and soon to be Texas. After seeing the success of Go Auto, they are looking to expand in new areas, constantly thinking of new ideas to further expand their business. As of 2020, many businesses were affected by COVID, including Go Auto. The main issue at first was making sure they had enough emergency funds to survive a couple months without business. Thankfully, this did not happen. However, it very well could have, as seen with other businesses who did not survive the breaks needed during COVID. One of the main problems Go Auto still faces is finding new employees during this time, also finding new customers during this time. It is hard to find new employees who are benefiting more from not working than from working at this time. Also, those who are worried about their health from working in person. Our team has come up with some simple and complex ideas to try and combat these issues. The main problem we were told to help with was new customers. We advised that Go Auto should expand upon their plan with a temporary COVID loan plan, allowing the loans to be cheaper in one of two ways: cheaper payments or discounts monthly and higher interest rates, or vice versa. We believe as a team this would help customers be attracted during this time where it's tough to gather funds to pay for car insurance. Our resolution to the problem of COVID and gaining customers is a specific COVID loan plan. I would suggest lowering the prices but increasing the interest rate on the loan, or vice versa. This would incentivize people to pay off the loan and also help them pay their car insurance easier.
Now we will move on and talk about the problems that the organization is facing during COVID when it comes to running a business smoothly. The first issue businesses like Go Auto are facing is hiring new employees. This is drastically more difficult than it used to be in the past. Most people who worked for a job before the pandemic are now living happily off unemployment money. Getting people that are interested in working for the Go Auto company is more difficult than ever and causing struggles when it comes to a stable employment. A lot of people are worried about public health still, especially when it comes to older workers. Businesses that are drastically affected by COVID, such as restaurants, movie theaters, and places where in-person sales occur, like Go Auto, total revenue is being cut in half or even more because there's less customers, meaning less money to pay for workers. Businesses like Go Auto, where in-person sales are the main drive of profit and revenue, the vulnerability is at more stake. People's health should always be put first by every single business, and new employees or old employees that have been working at Go Auto for quite some time are being seriously impacted by the social distancing impact that the pandemic has brought. People, especially who are talking with strangers in person, get constant anxiety thinking about what could happen if people are trying to buy from Go Auto who have COVID and interact with them. Some people do not have symptoms that are visible, and it could take quite some time or even longer to know if a coworker or someone you have come in contact with on a regular basis has COVID. Lastly, what is a business that does not make profit? It's a failed one. So businesses that have to do with in-person sales are going bankrupt because they are not making enough profits. Selling insurance for most car owners was hard, and now that less people are driving on a daily basis, less people are buying cars, that means less people are able to purchase and afford car insurance because of the long list of effects that COVID-19 have caused. Having customers and employees adapt an important aspect during these times, especially transferring everything over the internet, is quite tricky. Selling anything over the internet is harder because there are thousands of businesses that are switching to doing most things virtually, meaning the competition is even higher. During the first year of COVID, 41 states issued a mandate stay-at-home policy that has been quite in act for quite some time now. Finally, once the roles of COVID and the laws that are implied by COVID are getting reversed and less strict, Go Auto can finally take more chances at growing its profits. Go Auto has been doing most of what they can during these rough financial and economic times. There are millions of factors that businesses are doing and are not doing, and some of them are working, and others of them could be their downfall.
Okay, next we'll be stating our solutions to our problems. First, our problems because of COVID are collecting payments from our current clients and hiring new employees during these times. Right now, many people are depending on stimulus checks to get through the pandemic because they are afraid of going out to work and contracting this deadly virus. People are also living off unemployment benefits, but that will end soon for a lot of Americans who applied and received unemployment. People started to apply for unemployment last March 2020. This means that they get a benefit year while they are unemployed but supposed to look for jobs. After that year, people would have to reapply for unemployment, and that takes about 21 days minimum. to process. That means 21 days without receiving any checks. Now, the point is, people have been trying to pay their bills and other payments with benefits and stimulus checks. And since paying car insurance isn't a big priority to people, they're paying it late or not paying it at all. But how do we help Go Auto? Well, we came up with an idea of a COVID loan system. Now, the second problem was hiring new employees. For the most part, people don't want to work in fear of the virus. A suggestion would be for Go Auto to require all employees who work on site to be vaccinated to be able to be protected while working face to face with customers.
COVID might have reduced the need for car insurance, either because people were advised to stay home, order deliveries, or they were unemployed from their jobs and could not afford car insurance any longer. Since COVID hit last year, many people sold their cars to pay other expenses that are more important than having a car and pay for insurance. As the country starts to open up again, people start to use cars more often. However, car insurance is still a financial struggle for people who own and use a car. Go Auto, a car insurance company, is on the expansion into new areas. The company saw the financial problem that almost every car user is facing, and the company is looking for the resolution to attract new customers to afford car insurance with the support from the company. Our team came up with many ideas to resolve the financial problem. In the end, we arrived at one solution for Go Auto. That is to offer a temporary COVID loan plan to customers. The loan is offered first and foremost to seniors or family with seniors, family that have their main income involved with the tourism industry or traveling industry or leisure facilities. The loans is temporary, designed to help customers to achieve car insurance during COVID time and can be paid off easier than the normal ones. Seen in its design for COVID time, the temporary COVID plan can be paid off within a short period of time, but this is not the only option that the COVID plan have. The COVID plan package includes two different options for customers to choose, which is best for them. For the first option, customer can choose to pay a lower monthly payment with typically higher interest rate, and the loan will be paid off after a longer term from 18 months to 2 years. For the second option, higher monthly payment with lower interest is offered to customer. This can be paid off in a shorter period of time within a year. By offering financing, in this case is the COVID loan plan to customers, Go Auto will receive positive effects in the company future. Financing from Go Auto allow customers to make regular, affordable payment toward the cost of a pricey commodity. To the company, there are two benefits from the temporary COVID loan plan. That's our increased sales and attraction to new customers. While higher interest rate with low monthly payment can allow customers to buy what they exactly want with less risk, lower interest rate allow customers to pay less per month for their loan, which lets customers to spend more money on other products and services. Whatever the customer chooses, the act of offering the temporary COVID loan plan is a tool for upselling, boosting the company revenue. Furthermore, people are attracted to good deals. New customers are more likely to choose Go Auto over a competitor that doesn't provide any financing plan during this hard time with COVID.
Implementing our COVID loan plan would have a wide range of benefits for both Go Auto Insurance and their customers. In the context of the pandemic, many policies and plans have been implemented in order to keep people afloat, such as putting a moratorium on evictions. In the short term, this government plan keeps people who can't afford rent due to the pandemic off the streets. However, when the moratorium lifts, an accumulation of a year's worth of rent will be due, and people will be evicted. This is why we structured our COVID loan plan to benefit Go Auto customers in the short term and long term. Our COVID loan plan is offered to customers who can't make auto insurance payments but need to retain their policy. The loan payments would be low, but with a high interest rate due to incentivize customers to make payments, but not to overwhelm them monthly. By implementing this loan program, Go Auto would be enabling their customers to continue on with their life, even if their financial situation becomes unstable. It is illegal for people to drive without insurance, so by offering this plan to customers, Go Auto also offers stability to customers. Stable transportation to and from work, stable transportation to take kids to school, stable transportation to get groceries. This plan offers stability to people during unstable times. This plan benefits Go Auto as well as their customers. The COVID loan plan we proposed to Greg Tramontin offers solvency to the issue of retaining customers. Ordinarily, during times of financial crisis, such as this current pandemic, people would eliminate non-essential expenditures. When the situation becomes more dire, people will eliminate expenditures that are essential but will not directly impact their survival, such as car insurance. In order to incentivize people to uphold their policy with Go Auto during this crisis, it is in Go Auto's best interest to implement our COVID-19 loan plan. An additional benefit to Go Auto would be that they would not have to deal with the collection process of collecting funds from customers. That burden would lie on the lenders and banks, which Go Auto uses to implement the Go Auto insurance loan program, therefore greatly minimizing the collect receivables department's overhead. What we would suggest to Go Auto would be for them to do research and shop around for which lenders are receiving COVID relief funds specifically designed to help American citizens get back to work. Having multiple lending sources would provide their customers access to lower interest rates and better terms for more qualified customers, and likewise higher interest rates and the better terms available for their customers with lower credit scores. By implementing this loan program, Go Auto wouldn't have the burden of collecting debts. They will receive 100% of the premiums paid because it'll be paid by the lending institution. Their collect receivables will be greatly minimized and their customer retention is higher.